Good afternoon, all of you. Today we are going to CET classes, three-dimensional geometry. So, what are the shortcuts? How to solve the problems in 3D geometry? Today we have to talk. Let us read the problems. The first question: the point -2, -3, -4 lies in the, it means in which coordinate, in which octant the point lie. So, to find the point on the octant number, take the coordinate system x, O, Y, Z. So, if I extend this line x dash, y dash and z dash, this is. So, this OXYZ divides the space into 8 compartments. These are called octants. We studied in the theory part. Now, I would have find the octants very easy. So, remember all of you this method. With positive z-axis, how many octants are formed? With positive z-axis, the octants are, first octant is OXYZ. This is the octant number 1. Second octant O x dash y z. Octant number 3 O x dash y z. So, we remove this is only these 3. This is nothing but one octant. Fourth octant, that is, we remove this is. So, what is remaining? O x, observe that here. O, third octant is what? O x dash, that is. Fourth octant is O x dash, this is O x y dash z. These are the 4 octants with respect to positive z axis. Whenever I take the negative z axis, we can define the remaining 4 octants. So, now without using this method, directly in first octant, second, third, replacing z by z dash. So, this becomes O x y z dash, O x dash y z dash, O x dash y z dash, O x y dash z dash. So, these are the, this is 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th octants. These are the 8 octants. So, number of octants is equal to 8. Now, the question is, the point -2, -3, -4 lies in which octant? All should be negative. All should be negative means observing all are negative. This is mistake there. O x dash, third octant, observe that, first octant O x y z, second octant O, this is O x dash y z, third octant O x dash y dash z. Okay. So, fourth octant O x y dash z. So, here observe that all are negative. So, all means here x, y, z are negative in this 7th octant. So, the answer will be the given point lies in the 7th octant. Similarly, we have to solve number of questions like this. Any point, suppose -2, -3, +4 take here. If I take +4, lies in the which octant? So x negative, y negative, z positive. Observing x negative, y negative, z positive. So lies in the third octant. So this is the method. So all of remember without by-hearted. Next I am going to the question number 2. Second question. The second question is x-axis, the intersection of two planes. So intersection of two planes. So we know that O, X, Y, Z. This x-axis intersection of which planes? XY plane, ZX plane. So XY plane and ZX plane. So x-axis is the intersection of XY plane and ZX plane. Clear? Third one. Third question. Equation of y-axis is considered as, on y-axis which coordinates are 0. So equation of y-axis is, that is x equal to 0 and z is equal to 0. These are called equation of y-axis. Fourth one, the locus of a point for which x equal to 0. So what is the point on x equal, that means x equal to 0 meaning what? YZ plane. So YZ plane. In YZ plane, x coordinate is 0. So what is the point here? The point becomes YZ plane 0, Y, Z. So locus of a point for which x equal to 0 means YZ plane. That is YZ plane point is. Fifth question. The locus of point for which y is equal to 0 and x equal to 0. Y is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0. So that meaning what? Z axis. Y is equal to 0, x equal to 0. So what is the point here? What is the point here? Fifth question. That is y is 0, x is 0. So that is 0, 0, z. So this is the point on the, that is the locus point for which y is equal to 0 and x equal to 0. Sixth question. A plane is, sixth problem. A plane is parallel to YZ plane. So it is perpendicular to what? So this is called YZ plane. So this plane is parallel to what? YZ plane. It means perpendicular to what? X-axis. The answer is perpendicular to x-axis. Next one. Seventh problem. Observing all of you, seventh question. Read the question. L is the foot of the perpendicular drawn from a point P 3, 4, 5 on the xy plane. The coordinates of a point L are, so 3D geometry. So take the Cartesian system, coordinate system. So just I draw like this. So join edges. We are getting Cartesian system, that is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Now mark the points A, B, C, L, M, N, O, P. Okay. Now the question number 7. Point is 3, 4, 5. So 3, 4, 5 given. XY plane. So L is the foot of the perpendicular drawn from a point to the XY plane. So this is called foot of the perpendicular of the point P in XY plane. In XY plane, which coordinate is 0? In xy plane, which coordinate is 0? Z coordinate. So the point in xy plane 3, 4, 0. Hence, what is the point L? Coordinates of L are 3, 4, 0. Cleared? Suppose, what are the coordinates of L, M in YZ plane? In YZ plane, which coordinate is 0? That is, x coordinate is 0. So, 0, 4, 5 answer. Like we can find out. Let us see question number 8. L is the foot of the perpendicular drawn from a point P3, 4, 5 on x-axis. What are the coordinates of L R? From this, on x-axis, same point given. Question number 8 also almost all same. So, what is the point on x-axis? So, the point A becomes what? On x-axis, which coordinate 0? Y and Z coordinate. So, the point becomes 3, 0, 0. 3, 0, 0. Okay, 8th question. The coordinates of L are 3, the coordinates of L are here 3, 0, 0 on x-axis. Question is, L is the foot of the perpendicular drawn from a point P 3, 4, 5 on x-axis. On y-axis, what is the answer? On y-axis, 0, 4, 0. Y and that is on y-axis, x and z are zeros. On z-axis, what is the answer? 0, 0, 5 is the answer. So, like we have to find the answers always. Now, I am going to question number 9. What is the question number 9? Read carefully. If the distance between the points, read all of your problem. If the distance between the points A01 and 012 is square root of 27, then what is the value of A? That is the question number 9. Ninth question. Ninth question is, distance between 2 points is root 27. Then what is the value of A? So, let us take A is equal to A01, B is equal to 012, since AB distance equal to square root of 27, squaring on both sides, AB square equals 27. Now, we know the distance between 2 points under root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So, using formula a minus 0 whole square plus 0 minus 1 whole square plus 1 minus 2 whole square is equal to 27. Simplify. A square plus 1 is equal to 27. A square is equal to 25. Then A is equal to plus or minus 5. So, like we have to find the answer of A. So, this is also very simple case. Now, going to the question number 10. The 10th question is, distance of a point 3, 4, 5 from the horizon is. So, what is the distance? So, we know very well, we know that OP distance is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Distance between horizon and any point in the plane, in the space. Square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Substitute here square root of point xyz is 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square is equal to square root of 50. Nothing but 5 root 2. This is 5 into square root of 2. Now we are going to question number 11. 11th question is the distance. Read problem always. Every question reading important. 11th question is the distance of a point P 3, 4, 5 from the YZ plane. So this is the very important question. Asked a number of times this model questions. Already I have given from the YZ plane. YZ plane meaning x coordinate is 0 meaning here. Okay. So even though we can find out. So remember formulas TSR time saving results also given. Distance of a point P xyz to the first one YZ plane. So what is the formula? Is mod x. Otherwise you calculate. So point is P 3, 4, 5. In YZ plane point is 0, 4, 5. It becomes 3 minus 0, 4 minus 4, 5 minus 4. That is equal to answer is 3 units. Similarly, if you want ZX plane given. If ZX plane given, the distance formula mod of y, that is answer 3, 4, 5 means 4. Third bit, these are very important. XY plane given. If XY plane given formula mod of z, that is equal to 5. So distance model, very important model this is. Maximum time this type of questions they asked in CET classes, CET exam. 3, 4, 5. Next something like this they would have asked the questions in exam. For example, find the distance of a point P to the x-axis given. Whenever x-axis given, the distance formula square root of y square plus z square. Why? Because on x-axis y and z coordinates are 0. So point becomes x 0 0. Already point this is given. So that means here 3 4 5 means 3 4 5 is the point. On x-axis 3 0 0. Find the distance using above formula square root of y square plus z square. Similarly y-axis, that is square root of, remember all of you, very easy short. X given, remaining are yz. Y given, remaining are xz. Z given, xy. Square root of x square plus y square. Okay. Cleared these model questions. Now we are going to question number 12. What is the length of foot of perpendicular drawn from the point P 3, 4, 5 on y-axis? So what is the length of foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point P on y-axis? On y-axis. So formula we know that. 12th question. On y-axis the distance formula is square root of x square plus z square. That is equal to, what is the x coordinate? 3. What is the z coordinate? 5. 9 plus 3 square plus 5 square. This is equal to square root of 9 plus 25. That is equal to square root of 34. Is it clear? So distance from the y-axis, from the x-axis, from the z-axis, like they are asking in exam. XY plane, YZ plane, ZX plane. These model questions are very important CET point of view. Next 13th question. See the problem number 13. If a parallelepiped is formed by planes drawn through the points 5, 8, 10 and 3, 6, 8 parallel to the coordinate planes. So planes formed at 3 passing through 2 points. What is the length of the diagonal? So diagonal means this diagonal like this. So diagonal distance between 2 points meaning. So remember, length of the diagonal in this case, length of the diagonal is equal to distance between A and B point here. Distance between AB. Distance between A and B here. So what is the A point? 5, 8, 10. What is the B point? 3, 6, 8. Distance calculate is equal to square root of x2 minus x1. That is what? 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5 whole square plus y2 minus y1. y2 is 6. 6 minus 8 whole square plus z2 minus z1. 10 and 8. 8 minus 10 whole square. Cleared? Simplify. Is equal to square root of 4 plus 4 plus 4. This is square root of 12. Also simplest value, this is equal to 2 root 3 units. So this is the answer of the 13th question. Okay, so length of the diagonal is equal to what? Distance between 2 points only AB. That is formula applying, we get answer. 13th question, okay na? Take the diagram, we can understand that means diagonal, distance between 2 points, nothing but diagonal, that is length of the diagonal. Shall we go 14th question? Okay. The 14th question is, if the origin is centroid of triangle ABC. Origin is the centroid of triangle ABC having vertices A is equal to A1 comma 3. B is equal to minus 2, B minus 5 and C is equal to 4, 7, C. Then what are the values of A, B, C only? So we know that centroid of triangle ABC. Do you know all of you? Yes, I revised these points in the theory classes also. So centroid formula nothing but arithmetic mean of 3 numbers. Cleared? Centroid of triangle ABC is arithmetic mean of 3 numbers only. x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3, like y coordinate, z coordinate also. So what are the points here? Centroid is equal to question number 14, this one. Centroid is origin 0, 0. A is equal to A1, 3. B is equal to minus 2. B minus 5. C is equal to 4, 7, C. We know that formula just write here. Centroid G is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 divided by 3. y1 plus y2 plus y3 divided by 3, z1 plus z2 plus z3 divided by 3. Substitute here, centroid is 0, 0, 0 and sum of first coordinates, x coordinates, a minus 2 plus 4 upon 3. Y coordinates, sum of the y coordinates 1 plus b plus 7, okay, This is divided by 3. 1 plus 7, that is, observe that. Next, sum of z coordinates 3 plus 3 minus 5 plus c divided by 3. Hereafter, compare, that means equating corresponding coordinates. First element, equating. So, samvada madu. So, 0 is equal to this value. Now, a minus 2 plus 4 is plus 2 divided by 3 is equal to 0. Similarly, b plus 8 divided by 3 is equal to 0. Equating third coordinate minus 2 plus c divided by 3 equal to 0. Find a value. Sending this side, 0 plus 2 is equal to 3 minus 2. A is equal to minus 2, b is equal to minus 8, c is equal to 2. Hence, a is minus 2, b is minus 8, c is what? Plus 2. Clear? This is the 14th question problem. Shall we find like 15th question? Okay, we are going to 15th question problem. Find the third vertex of a triangle ABC, whatever it is, whose centroid is horizon. In this problem, centroid is horizon given. And two vertices are given. What are the two vertices? Let us take A is equal to 2, 4, 6. B is equal to 0, minus 2, 5. What is asking? Third vertex. C is what? It is our question. So, to find out third vertex, whenever centroid and two vertices are given, so we have to follow same method also getting answer. Or else, if you remember one shortcut formula, within a short means here means that within 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, we can answer this problem. How? I will give the time saving result. All of you remember this is, I am taking centroid is equal to alpha, beta, gamma. And vertex A is equal to x1, y1, z1. Vertex B is equal to x2, y2, z2. Two vertices are given. Then, third vertex, remember this formula, third vertex C is equal to what is the answer of this question. So, simply same from this only we derived, that is x3 minus 3z, that is we can write here x3 is equal to 3z means here 3 alpha minus x1 minus x2. This is. Similarly, y coordinate, z coordinate 3 beta minus y1 minus y2. Z coordinate 3 gamma minus z1 minus z2. So, this is the formula for finding third vertex if centroid and two vertices are given. So, here given already, substitute that, we get answer 3 into 0, 0 minus 2 minus 0. Next 3 into beta value is 0, 0 minus y1 is 4 minus y2 is minus 2, minus of minus plus 2. And 3 gamma, 3 into 0, 0 minus z1 6 minus z2 5. So, simplifying, we get answer within shortly minus 2, minus 4 plus 2, minus 2, minus 6, minus 5, okay, minus 11. So, this is the third vertex of a centroid of triangle ABC, if centroid and two vertices are given. Okay, shall we go question number 16? Okay, problem number 16 I am taking. 16th problem. 3 consecutive vertices. 16. Find the centroid of triangle ABC if the midpoints of whose sides are D, E, F there. So, what is the centroid given? Here centroid not given. Midpoints of sides of a triangle ABC are given. We have to calculate centroid. Let us see. So, we know that we studied in lower classes or in geometry we proved this answer. Let ABC be the triangle or the vertices of a triangle ABC. Let us take D, E, F be the midpoints of BC, AB and AC respectively. If I join these midpoints, so what is the getting? So I got triangle DEF. So all of you remember this here. Whenever midpoints are given, then to find the centroid of triangle ABC is equal to centroid of triangle DEF. So we have to remember this TSR. So the TSR is centroid of triangle ABC, nothing but when this is if midpoints are given. Centroid of triangle DEF. Keep in your mind. So according to this result, so centroid find out. So G is equal to midpoints here given D 1, 2, minus 3, 1, 2, minus 3, E 3, 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, F minus 1, 1, minus 4. Now arithmetic mean of 3 numbers find out. X coordinate, sum of x coordinate 1 plus 3 minus 1 divided by 3, 2 plus 0 plus 1 divided by 3, minus 3 plus 1 minus 4 divided by 3. Simplify this answer. Here plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled, 3 by 3 is 1. 2 plus 1, 3 by 3 is 1. Minus 3 plus 1, minus 2 minus 4, minus 6 by 3, minus 2. Hence, the centroid of triangle ABC is equal to 1, 1 minus 2. This is the centroid if midpoints of triangle ABC are given. Midpoints of sides of a triangle ABC are given. This is the procedure. Now we are going to question number 17. Okay, have noted all these questions. Quickly note all these points and revise every one. So CET point of view, we have to thorough everybody. Okay, now I am going to the question number 17th problem. What he has given, read the problem carefully. So the problem is 3 consecutive vertices of a parallelogram ABCD are A is equal to 6 minus 2 4, B is equal to 2 4 minus 8, B is equal to 2 4 minus 8 and C is equal to minus 2 2 4. Then the fourth vertex is, so asking fourth vertex. So 17th question this one. So this is called parallelogram. So we know that opposite sides are equal. A, B, C, D. A is what? 6 minus 2, 4 given. B is respectively given 2, 4 minus 8. C is minus 2, 2, 4. Find out fourth vertex x4, y4, z4. This is our finding. To find out this one, In generally diagonals are here intersecting, so they are doing the midpoints and equating, different methods they are doing here. Instead of this, to find the fourth vertex, whenever three vertices of a parallelogram given, to find the fourth vertex we follow the TSR. Okay, A, B, C, D are given. So fourth vertex, so I am taking D is equal to directly formula adding opposite values. This A vertex, C vertex, simply, so D is equal to A plus C minus B. This is the shortcut. D is equal to A plus C minus B hangandrenu. So this meaning D is equal to AX1 plus X3 minus X2. Similarly, Y and Z coordinates, Y1 plus Y3 minus Y2, Z1 plus Z3 minus Z2. Cleared? D is equal to A plus C minus B. This is the shortcut. If three vertices given, to find the fourth vertex of a parallelogram, substitute the values x1 6 plus minus 2 minus 2 comma y coordinates minus 2 plus 2 plus 4, z coordinates 4 plus 4 minus 8 means plus 8. Answer will be, so here 6 minus 4 is equal to 2, cancelled 4 plus 4 plus 8, 16. This is the fourth vertex of a parallelogram. Very easy, within 10 seconds or 5 seconds we can solve the question. Okay, this is the 17th question. Now I am going to the 18th question. Shall we write 18th question? Okay, what are the problems? 18th problem, the points, note down all of you, write the question number 18. The points A is equal to 0, 4, 1, B is equal to 2, 3, minus 1, C is equal to 4, 5, 0 form. So, like the question is given. So, these points form which triangle? Which triangle means what? Isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, right angle triangle, or isosceles right angle triangle. To justify this answer, we are going to the simple method always. To show that equilateral triangle, how do we show that? If all sides are equal, lengths are equal. If AB equal to BC equal to A, then what do you call? Equilateral triangle. If any two sides are equal, isosceles. If square of the diagonal is equal to square of sum of two sides equal to sum of square of two sides equal to right angle triangle condition. So, we follow these conditions very well, we know that. So, simply we have to calculate AB distance, BC distance and CA distance. Okay. Shall we find out this answer? Okay, very easy, very good. Find out. So, distance formula, square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. 2 minus 0 whole square plus 3 minus 4 whole square plus minus 1 whole square is equal to square root of 4 plus 1 plus 4 is equal to 9. Square root of 9 is equal to 3. Next, BC distance, square root of, don't confuse here, B and C means these 2 points we take. 4 minus 2 whole square plus 5 minus 3 whole square. Carefully do in exam, without tension, with cool mind always we have to finish. Plus 0 minus 1 minus of minus plus 1 whole square is equal to square root of 4 plus 4 plus 1. Again it becomes square root of 9, 3. AC distance. So AC distance means we calculate points, use the points A and C. Square root of 4 minus 0 whole square. A minus B or B, no problem. Plus 5 minus 4 whole square. Plus 0 minus 1 whole square. Simplify. Square root of 16 plus 1 plus 1, that is equal to square root of 18. We observe what? AB distance, BC distance are equal, one condition. And one more condition, AC square condition, observe that. Is it satisfied? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Yes. Why? Because 3 square is 9. Here 3 square is 9. Square root of 18 whole square is also 18. So hence it is proved. So and AB is equal to BC. So what do you call this triangle? It is the right angle triangle condition. So Lambakona condition. This is, what do you say that? That is isosceles condition. So what do you call? Isosceles right angle triangle. Are you okay? Okay, now we are going to the next question, number 19th problem. 19th question. So note down 19th question, all of you. 19th question is, if x coordinate of P, if x coordinate of P on the join of Q on the join of Q, Q is 2, 2, 1 and R is 5, 1 minus 2 is 4. Then what is the Z coordinate? Z coordinate. Find the Z coordinate of P. How to calculate? Like they are asking. So different variety questions are there. With all varieties we have to learn. So here we are observing this is related to section formulas. Do you remember section formula? So what is the section formula? What are the coordinates of P? If the P divides m is to n ratio, mx2 plus nx1 divided by m plus n, my2 plus ny1 divided by m plus n, mz2 plus nz1 divided by m plus n. Okay, shall we use this formula? Okay, let us see answer of this problem. Take the line. This is the point Q, join Q and R. Point Q given 2, 2, 1. R has given 5, 1 minus 2. P, that is Px coordinate given, that is x coordinate 4, y coordinate not given, z coordinate not given. And at what ratio it divides? So this is m is to n ratio method. If I take here, one more shortcut is there, that is x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x. With the help of that also we can find out m is to n ratio, or else we can do like this. So coordinates of P, x coordinates only I am taking here. This is the method, we know that all of you. So that is coordinate of Px. Px coordinate is equal, already given 4. Now using section formula, either internally I am taking generally 5 into m plus 2 into n, 2 into n divided by m plus n is equal to 4. Simplify this value. 5m plus 2n is equal to 4m plus 4n. Simplify. 5m minus 4m. m is equal to 4n minus 2n. Nothing but 2n. I write m divided by n is equal to 2 divided by 1. That is equal to 2:1. So it means the point P divides QR line segment in the ratio 2:1 ratio. At what ratio it divides? 2:1 ratio. Whenever you know the ratio, can you find out coordinates of P? Yes. Already which coordinate has given? X coordinate. What is asking? Z coordinate. So PZ. So PZ is equal to, applying same rule, mx2, mz2, that is 2 into minus 2 minus 4, 1 into 1 plus 1 divided by 2 plus 1 is equal to what? Minus 1. What is the z coordinate of P here? Minus 1. What is the x coordinate of P? 4. Can you find out similarly y coordinate of P? How to find out? M y2 plus n y1 divided by m plus n. So like we are finding x coordinate, y coordinate, z coordinate also. Okay? Are you following using section formula? Next I am going to the question number 20. 20th question.